Good morning, everybody. Well, obviously, I'm not in the woods, but coming up behind this is our Ididahike 2026 video. I just wanted to say a few things because it went a little bit different than if you looked at some of my past Ididahike videos. So first and foremost, Choctawhatchee chapter and Tramley of the Florida Trail Association, what a great job you folks did. The trails were absolutely beautiful. Our hike was great, and I heard from other folks that their hike was fantastic too. And it was so wonderful getting a chance to catch up and see old friends and make new friends in camp. But a couple of things that I missed. I didn't get a good chance to get shots of the food trucks that were available, and also because of what you'll hear in a minute, we weren't able to go to the additional field trip, or at least I didn't on my video, to the field trip of at the Nature Center, which I heard was absolutely fantastic. But folks, thanks so much for putting it on. Now here's what was a little bit different. First of all, we got and realized there was a burn ban, so we weren't able to really have campfires. So some of the campfire shenanigans you might see on some of my other Ididahikes, we didn't get a chance to do it, but it didn't mean we didn't have great camp time. I didn't capture a lot of that because it was really one-on-one interactions. And then also, I didn't do a good job of catching what was available to us at camp, like the food trucks and some of the other stuff. And then because there was a giant storm coming in late, early Sunday morning, Hunter and I had to bail, and so we missed on the last day, but I think a lot of people had to leave. But go ahead and watch the video. It was fantastic, absolutely beautiful out there in the, I think it's called the Narcoossee Preserve. I think that's what it's called. I do say it right in the video, but make sure you take a look at that and follow all the way to the end. And if you want to see more shenanigans at Ididahikes, look at some of the old Ididahikes, and there was a little bit more going on at those, but actually there was plenty going on at this one too. We had a blast. So thanks again, Choctawhatchee chapter and all the folks that worked so hard, and the folks from the main association who came out and helped us out to make this a really successful event. So go ahead and watch the video, and I'll catch up with you at the end. That's right, folks. It's Ididahike. Hi, everyone. How are you doing? We're up here in the Panhandle with the Choctawhatchee chapter of the Florida Trail Association, and we're going to be doing Ididahike this weekend. So, very exciting time. We were staying out here in Pine Log State Forest. What a beautiful place. We'll show you around when we got camp set up. We'll be up here for a couple of days. We got Hunter traveling along with us. Say good morning, Hunter.
Morning.
All right, so we just had a jillion-hour ride up here to another time zone, so we got to go and get camp set up and come along for a fun adventure for Ididahike 2026 up here in the Panhandle. Let's get going. Okay, we've made it to group camp. We're here a little bit early, but it's going to be Camp-a-Palooza tonight, so we should probably try and find a spot. So, really nice camp. We got a little porta potty out here, so that's kind of nice. And we're not far from the real bathrooms either, but what do you think, Hunter?
There's a trail.
Oh, there's a trail there? How about right here?
So, probably stay.
Right here?
Yeah.
All right. Works for me. So, looks like it's going to be home for the next few days. Well, let's get set up. And just like that, we're set up. So we got a lot of fun things to do tonight. Unfortunately, there is a burn ban up here because we're doing the drought thing, so we won't have any campfires, but we're set up here. Poor Hunter gets to suffer through the snoring. He's right next door here, but he's still getting his tent set up. And next time, I'll be in that pretty much same tent that Hunter has, because I got a new tent. And the XMed 2. So, much lighter than my Marmot, which I love, but it's just too heavy for this old guy. And a humongous tent too. As you can see, it's a really big tent. Anyway, we'll check in later on if there's anything fun going on. Still gotta get the rest of camp set up. So camp is filling up. We got tents going all over the place. This is our little neck of the woods over here. And Hunter has figured it out. So we're in another time zone, so we don't really know what time it is, but I think it's around 3 o'clock, but the sun's already starting to go down, so it's gonna be dinner time soon. All right, we're here having fun at camp. And it's for us Eastern time zones, it's supper time. So Hammer, look at this. Look at what she's got going on here with the kebabs. That looks pretty delicious. And Hunter and I, of course, are eating some kind of trail trash food. Hunter, what you got?
Chicken fried rice.
Chicken fried rice.
Chicken fried rice.
And I am trying this Elizabeth Brookings freeze-dried chicken and curry. So we'll try our din-dins and tell you how it is a little bit later. All right, here we go. Chicken and curry. Chicken and curry rice. Let's give it a shot. You guys get to watch me eat all the time. Pretty good. Pretty yummy. Miss Elizabeth, I can recommend your freeze-dried meals now.
It's good?
Well, the sun is going down here at camp. Hiker midnight is upon us. Y'all can't see it, but in front of me are just, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 35 tents right here in our little pack. Some people are still doing dinner. We got no campfire because it's a burn ban, but what a beautiful sunset. Beautiful day. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Well, it's just a little after dark 30 here at Ididahike. We're out of camp here. And look at this. We have breakfast. So we woke up this morning to a breakfast tent. This is awesome. So I'm going to get some yummies and then we're going to get on the trail. Let's get going. So the luxuries of car camping: sausage, egg, and cheese bagel, and a Diet Coke for breakfast. What's going on? Are we in the woods or not? Of course, Hunter's just having banana bread, so anyway, we'll be hiking soon. All right, we made it to the trailhead. Everyone's in orange. Hey, you recognize this feller? Yeah. There's a bunch of the North Florida Trailblazers way up here in the Panhandle, getting registered in. There's some of the girls. There's our good buddy Gas from many a Ididahike. Say good morning, Gas. Say good morning, Gas.
Hey, good morning. Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, it is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, Eunice. I miss you, sweetheart. All right, so we're fixing to get on the trail, but North Florida Trailblazers are definitely representing here today. Let's get rolling. And just like that, we're on the trail. So we're going to be doing about 13, almost 14 miles. It's me and Hunter. And I'm sure we'll run into some of our buddies along the trail. We were in the Choctawhatchee Water Management District, some of their trails and stuff. We will be on the Florida Trail for part of this, and part of it we won't be, but we are in Florida, so you know what that means. No, it's not mud. Remember, it's a drought. No, it's sand. Yeah, that's right. It's sand. Our favorite, absolute favorite way to hike. Oh, I'm gonna fall on this thing. But hopefully that's just a forest road. We are getting ready to head on the trail right now. And just like that, bammo! We're on the beautiful Florida National Scenic Trail again. As we cruise along, we'll show you any cool stuff we find. Let's get going. Oh, and by the way, it is an absolutely beautiful day out. It's about, I don't know, 40 something degrees and breezy. Gonna get up to 70. We're gonna have a beautiful day on the trail, so let's get going. This is definitely a different habitat than we usually hike in over in north central Florida and over on the first coast around our area. Some really different plants around here. Seems to be a lot more scrub oak. Obviously this has been cleared at some point, but a lot of longleaf pine. We are definitely in a sandhill habitat. We're about 20 miles north of the Gulf of Mexico, so really open and pretty. Trail is beautiful. It's kind of nice to be in a different area. If you notice, there's very few palmettos. No palm trees at all, but very few palmettos here. And these plants down here are definitely different. I don't know what they are. Any of my plant people tell me. These things here. Not sure. But very pretty trail today. And we're covered up because we were out in the sun. Here's the Orange Blaze, Florida National Scenic Trail. Just like that, we made it into the woods. About, I don't know, a mile and a quarter in from that highland. We're down here in the woods, and I got a feeling we're heading towards some water. We're heading downhill. Really pretty forest through here. And oh yeah, here's the creek. So we had sand, so hey, we might as well have mud too. I'm gonna put the phone down so I don't get mud. There's one of these beautiful panhandle creeks. If you guys remember last time we were up here in Eglin, we ran into a bunch of these right here on the Florida Trail. Hey, let's watch Hunter fall in the water. Red Doe Creek. A nice little bridge here. Really pretty. Alright, let's keep going. Just came down into this pretty cool little swampy area. This is neat. I think we're about 2.5 miles in on our hike today, maybe 3. I'm supposedly getting to Forgotten Creek Camp coming up in a minute, I think. Oh, look at this. A whole bunch of trees down and roots. I would say in the summertime this would be pretty boggy in here. And it's pretty boggy and rooty right now. Super beautiful. And we're here at Forgotten Creek. Oh, nice crystal clear water. Not flowing real fast, but really pretty. Not down there. And apparently there's a campground somewhere around here. Let's see if we can find that. We made it here at Forgotten Creek campsite. Let's go check it out. Oh, nice. We got a fire ring, even though there's a fire ban right now. Wow, there's room for a lot of nice little flat private spots for different tents up here. Really nice. Some nice benches. Oh, Florida Trail logo. Look at that. Pretty nice campsite. We made it here to Lafayette Creek. Another nice bridge. Another pretty creek. That's pretty nice. Some cypress trees back in there. Cool. Okay, for North Florida people, this is not our little Black Creek. This is a different little Black Creek. It's a little bit black too. You can see a little bit of rainbow going on too from the tannins. And oh yeah, you can't see them, but there's mosquitoes here. Mosquitoes. It's February 14th. Give me a break, you guys. All right, still a beautiful trail. Let's keep cruising. All right, we just went over a little black slaw. I think it's called slough, but I didn't get that on video. But look at this cool tree. Pretty neat. Going to a lot of these little bogs. And there's some more hikers coming towards us. It's still a really beautiful day though. Let's keep cruising. Okay, there's some pretty cool trees like the famous pine tree on the Swanee for blazes, but this one's pretty cool. Yeah, the burned up pine tree with a blaze on top. Awesome. Let's keep cruising. So I know we talked a lot about trees, but I like big trees, and this one is awesome. I mean, it's bone straight. Straight up. Perfect specimen. A longleaf pine hanging out all by itself. Except for looks like there's a little brother or sister growing next door here. Bye, pine tree. Yep, this is our future for a little while. We are now off the Florida Trail. We did about 6 miles almost on the Florida Trail, and now we are on some forest roads, and we're going to be cutting back in to get our 13 or almost 14 miles in today. And we'll be back on the Florida Trail, but we'll be backtracking on the part we were already on. We're actually doing a loop, but I just want to take a chance to mention that we are on the Narcoossee Preserve, which is kind of a great opportunity to talk about public and private partnership and how important it is. The Narcoossee Preserve is private land that, well, I'm not sure if it's private anymore, but it was purchased to be conserved, and now it's through different groups being conserved, so that's pretty awesome. So thanks to the Narcoossee Preserve for letting us be out here on the trail and for conserving a beautiful Florida land so generations can live wildly here in Florida. Anyway, we've got a little bit more to go. Actually, we got another 6 miles to go till we get back to the car, so we'll check back in with you there. Okay, well, we're about 5.5 miles in. It's starting to get a little toasty out here, but we've had a chance to see a whole bunch of other tramley from the Florida Trail Association, the different chapters around the state, hiking back and forth, because there's a bunch of different hikes going on. So some people are doing a little bit shorter hikes. We're on the longest hike, so we're passing each other along a section of trail. It's just so nice to see. But absolutely beautiful day out here, and Hunter's somewhere back here behind me. I think he's eating some crackers, hence his unofficial trail name of Ritz. But anyway, it's really pretty through here. I'm trying to get the camera turned around. I think there was a fire through here that probably wasn't prescribed. There's a lot of dead trees in here, but still very beautiful. So, almost halfway done. Time to keep cruising.
Imagine there was gated corrals that would be driving here, but every 2 weeks across the entire southeast, they would have cattle runs, and they would have to go through this dipping process, which was filled with water, and then primarily the toxic material was arsenic. And so a lot of these were abandoned later, and then other places like Eglin Air Force Base that had it on their reservation property, they were deemed land use control areas and they had to be remediated. So they dug up the structures and treated the water and the soil and removed it. But this is one of the few remaining intact structures that they had. And so the cattle would be forced into this dipping trough, and they would move through here with their snouts. So it's pretty deep in here, as you can see. It's pretty darn deep and well constructed. So I'm sticking my hand way down there, and there's a lot of muck material. But you can imagine they got really soaked. And then they would come through here, and they would come up this little stepping area because it was kind of slippery. Yeah. And they would come up in here, and then it would be in a little drying area. And then, 2 weeks later, they would be run back out through here again.
Awesome.
So this was
So like I always say, folks, always take the blue blazes. Isn't that cool, that cattle dip? And we really appreciate getting a chance to see that from whatever 100 years ago, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, and what's your name?
My name is Sandy.
Sandy, do you have a trail name?
No, we don't.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
I'm a fairly new person, but I'm sure I'm going to have one.
Sandy, thanks so much for showing us that and for being out here today, man. We really appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thanks for coming out. Oh.
And just like that, we are back on the Florida Trail. We got about 1 mile to go for our 13 point, I've been saying 13.9, but it's actually a 13.3 mile hike today after a long stretch there of like 5 miles of forest roads to get us back here to get our miles in. We got about 1 more mile of Florida Trail left. What a beautiful day. Clouds are starting to shuffle in right now. We'll talk more about that later when we get back to camp, but in the meantime, we are going to celebrate wrapping up a little over 13 miles with a big chunk of it right here on the beautiful Florida National Scenic. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed our hike today for Ididahike. We're back here at camp, so as you can see, back here camp is really quiet because people are either still hiking or there was another place they could go, but we got really bad news. Mama Nature did not decide to be friendly with us today. Well, she did today and yesterday, but tonight, starting at about midnight, it's going to start raining, and by tomorrow morning at the time we need to be packing up, it's going to be storming and thunderstorming. So unfortunately, Hunter and I are going to be packing up camp and leaving to drive the 4 hours back to Jacksonville this evening. So we hope you enjoyed our little journey on Ididahike. I'm going to try and throw some pictures in on the back end here so that other folks are going to share with me from all of their hikes. If anyone else has any cool stuff, please put it down in the comments below so everyone can see it. And we will see you guys on the trail really soon. Happy trails, everybody. Bye-bye.